Whoa, alrighty. Special intro there because this is a special video. Even the beer is excited. Man, it's getting dark outside. Well, this will be interesting. Alright, so you're asking, what is so special? What is so special? Why are you so excited? Well, I have a boot to review. So, what is so special about this boot? Well, there's a few things. It's smooth Ostrich, and I've never had a pair of Ostrich boots before. So this is actually a collaboration between myself and the good people over at Carter's Boots. We were able to get in touch because of a mutual acquaintance, Jeremiah Craig. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's like one of the biggest boot YouTubers on the platform at the moment. Shout out to you, by the way. Keep doing awesome work, man. So we got to talking and to seeing what a collaboration would be, and decided that I was going to make a video on reviewing a pair of boots from their website that you can get from cartersboots.com. And they sell a variety of boots. They sell Hondo, and they sell Anderson Bean, and they also sell their Carter's handmade cowboy boots. So I ended up selecting this snip toe smooth ostrich cowboy boot. So before we get into the review for this boot, a little full disclosure for y'all. I did not pay full price for this boot. It was at a discount to me, but I did still pay money for it. I'll not let that affect the review process and me giving my honest opinions about this boot. If you want to get a pair of cowboy boots from cartersboots.com and get a discounted price, well, stick to the end of the video and we'll talk a little bit more about that. A little something interesting, something a little spicy even. So all the boots branded Carter's Handmade on their website are made in El Paso, Texas. These are all handmade and hand-lasted. And I actually asked them a little bit about the boots themselves, and they were telling me that all the leathers are genuine and they do not use any prints. And they don't use any prints for their leather. If they say it's elephant, it's elephant. If it's ostrich, it's ostrich, and so on and so forth. As for the quality of the leather throughout, they don't use condensed leather or plastic type of man-made lining. The only plastic I could really tell that is in here is the rubber heel cap and the spur ridge guard. Alright, now let's get into the actual nitty-gritty in this boot. So the way that I've been liking to go through the details of a boot recently is start from the bottom of the sole, go to the heel and the counter and the vamp all the way up to the shaft, pull tabs inside. Yeah, this boot has a leather sole. So this is a channeled leather welt. So it's just leather attached to leather. A channeled leather welt, that's going to last a lot longer than if it wasn't with cheaper materials. And also this process just makes it a lot easier to repair and it would last a lot longer. Alright, moving down, we have lemonwood pegs and brass nails holding in a steel shank to provide support for that arch. The heel is a 2-inch underslung stacked leather heel with a rubber heel cap. Man, I gotta say, I just love this look. I really love the really underslung and slightly taller heel. Just very, very classic outline. Alright, moving up, we have a leather counter. This is smooth ostrich as well, and it's pretty solid. Doesn't have that much give to it, which is great for a counter. And you have a leather piping here holding it together. And here we are, smooth ostrich. And one thing about this is I really love the toe bug in this. I think it's perfectly placed and it's not over the top. It's actually proportionate, I think, to this boot, and it just has a nicer quality to it. Maybe that's just preference, or maybe it's just unique and that's why I like it. And this is a snip toe. I really like the snip toe. I think it is, I'm starting to really enjoy it. When I was younger, I didn't really like snip toes, but now they're just really growing on me, you know? I really like the look and the profile of them, and with that tall heel, it's classic look. But a little bit of folding there, but it's all flat, flush. I have no problems with it. It's all stiff and sturdy and raring to kick names and... Never mind. Man, it got crazy dark. Alright, don't mind that the window is now not open, and it may open again. Don't worry about that. I've never owned a pair of Ostrich boots before, and honestly, I wasn't really wanting to. I don't really like the full quill Ostrich. It's just not a look that I just don't like it. That's just my personal preference, and I know it's a very popular look. But when I saw the smooth Ostrich, it really piqued my interest because it is a very durable leather, and I like just the character that it has. It's not uniform, and I like how you have some kind of muted quills here, like small quills all throughout, but it's kind of hard to tell, and you'd have to be looking. And I like how they're mainly in the toe here. And there's one full quill right here. Ooh, a little saucy secret on the boots. It's like, I really love the texture of this, and it's very just supple, very soft, malleable, but very strong and sturdy. And this look is only going to get better with age, I think. Some boots, when they get older, it won't settle right, maybe because it's the wrong size, but these are folding and aging great. And also with the channeled welt, look at that. The stitching is the same color as the boot itself, and I actually like that. I didn't really notice it until I was wearing it, and I looked down and I thought, you know, that's actually a nice touch. And the stitching for the toe bug is a darker kind of black color just to make it stand out. If that was the same color, you would not be able to really see it. Alright, on the shaft of the boot, it's very, very dark brown in contrast with the tobacco smooth Ostrich. And it has some very vibrant blue stitching pattern on here that just kind of, it pops. It's very simple in the best of ways, I think. Most of the time with shafts, I have it covered by the jeans. I kind of like this with the pull straps. It's kind of like a layered pull strap, and it has a strip of full quill Ostrich on the outside, and on the inside it's smooth. I think that's great because on the outside, that's what people would see, not so much on the inside. And on the inside of the boot, we have a full leather lining throughout. It is a hard leather insole, which means it's going to mold to your foot over time, and it's going to last you a lot longer than if it was some kind of gel or pad. And it's just a very traditionally made boot. Yeah, so let's go try these on.
Alright, so we are on the porch, and we're going to be looking at these boots and trying them on. Oh man, it's still hot outside. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that the shaft here, this is actually proportionate to the boot, and what that means is it's not going to be too big on your leg and relative to the foot, and it's not going to have it's just not going to be big and bulky on your legs. All right. So now we got the boots on. Man, these things are really comfortable. I think they're one of the most comfortable pairs of boots I have, and that's saying something because I am a narrow width and this is a D width, so that is another thing to consider. If you're D width, you might want to size up or get a wider width. I am loving this smooth Ostrich. Man, it's really grown on me. I really like it. I love the taller underslung heel. Just a very classic look to it. And man, they fit perfectly. These boots are very snug. I would actually have a very hard time getting them off. It's a little difficult, but they fit really snug, and I feel like whenever I'm walking with them, it's very stable. There's not a lot of wiggle room, which I find very useful if I'm doing work like unloading a trailer like I did. And yeah, these are just solid boots. All right, well, let's get back inside.
So one thing about this boot is sizing. I am a 10B normally, and when I ordered this, I asked about sizing, and because it's a little different for every company, and with snip toes, they tend to run a little more snug, but they assured me that there is plenty of room in the toe box for me, as I have toe troubles, as some of y'all may know. But when I got it, I put them on, they fit awesome, really snug, but in a good way, not tight. And yeah, and like you said, I had nothing touching my toes on the top or on the sides. It's just perfect fit for me. And it's actually pretty hard to get off. These boots are one of the hardest for me to get off. But that might be something to consider if you have a wider foot and you're looking at their snip toe. I would possibly consider either sizing up a half size or getting a wider width. If you're not too sure, you can definitely you can shoot them an email, and they are more than willing to help you figure out your sizing needs to get yourself a boot. So I know a lot of y'all are really waiting for me to tell you how you can get a pair of boots. Not just Carter's, but any boot on Carter's website. So if you're in the market for a new pair of cowboy boots, go over to cartersboots.com, and whenever you're in checkout, go ahead. Here it is. Is he gonna say it? Enter my promo code Smackdadious. You will get 10% off. He said what? He said what? How many percent? 1, 2, 10. 10% off your purchase. I think that is a pretty good deal. And you would be supporting me. I have linked their website in the description down below. Go ahead and go check them out. They are doing some awesome stuff, and they are one way that you can get Hondo boots. I know sometimes it may be a little hard to find some of them. Yeah, they've been doing some pretty cool stuff with their website over there, Carter's Boots. And I'm glad that we're able to collaborate together on this video. Alright, I'm done. The video's over. Oh, I can turn the fans back on. Whew, I can get some water. I can move everything. But if you enjoyed the video, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video, and if you're just enjoying it, subscribe. It's free for right now, but in all seriousness, it does help the channel out. I will see y'all in the next video. Man, I'm tired.